Hey guys, we're halfway through the sixth 6 weeks. Can you believe it? It's midterms, so it's a good week for catch up. Um, Even though in animation we were mid-project and in digital media we're kind of working towards something new, and in AVP I got a series of exercises. We're going to interrupt that this week for this. A teacher appreciation week is also midterms. So this is a week where this is all I'm going to expect you to do this week. And yes, you will get a grade for it. Um, but it's real simple. Email a teacher your appreciation. And you know who needs appreciation more than anybody else? The core class teachers. Science, history, math, English. They have so many department meetings they have to go to. They have specialists they need to meet with. They have tests they need to prepare and make sure you're doing extra test training and stuff. So I would like you to pick out a core class teacher and send them an email of appreciation. These are the objectives addressed in that assignment for each class. And with the process for learning anything new, easy way to know how to do this, look at examples, determine the common characteristics, make an outline, and then make it your own. So here are my examples that I made for you. Mr. Healy is a hard-working core class teacher, so he's who it's to in the email. Who it's BCC to is me. So CC means you're copying to somebody, and everybody can see that you're copying to that person. BCC means you're blind copying somebody. I want you to blind copy me because I want you to learn about that function in email. And I don't want them to know that I assigned it to you. I'd rather it seem more like it just came from you. So I want to be blind copied on it so that I can see that it was sent, but I also want them not to know that you sent it to me. And I don't want it forwarded to me after it was sent. I want it to actually be sent at the same time as you sent it to them. So blind copy me. I'll show you how to do that later. Every email needs a topic, and it will warn you if you don't put in a topic. So make your topic a unique title. This was playful. I see you, Mr. Healy. It can be playful like that if that's how you talk to your teacher, or it can be more formal like my next example. And then just a greeting. Hey, Mr. Healy. Hi, Mr. Healy. How's the week going? Mr. Healy, just a greeting. When I receive emails and they don't have greetings, they seem more annoyed and less appreciative, so make sure to include your greeting. Then I have 3 sentences because I just feel it feels more complete. But you need no more than 2 sentences of you saying how you've noticed that they've worked hard and you appreciate what they did. Remember, be specific. The more specific you are, the more meaningful this email will be. After that, you need a salutation. This one is just thank you. Sometimes you can put your salutation right before your signature, but I do that in longer emails, shorter emails. I don't think it's necessary. And then your signature needs to be your first and last name, because if your name is John, then there's a lot of Johns. So make sure that you have your first and last name so that they and I know exactly who you are. My other example breaks down the same way. A few sentences of appreciation in the middle. To them, copied to me, blind copied. I'm telling you, my email is cturner1. Don't put just cturner. And here's an outline of exactly the points you need in your email. I'm going to move that to the back for everybody. Okay. So some of you may be thinking, I don't even know how to get to my student email. You can email from a personal email, but to get to your student email, I recorded a process in the video. Here's me going through it again, just so you know. Actually, I'm going to use Safari since I don't use that browser much, so that maybe I'm not logged in. Okay, go to mesquiteisd.org. Go to student login. And here you have where you do your login. It may not be happy that I went through student login. It's going to ask for authentication. Remember to choose your regular item. And then find email here. Mine is up here. Yours, usually you have to scroll down for it, but it is in here. If you can't find it, Control F, email. There it is. And then it will load and you will see your email. If this comes up, just click continue to website. You'll see your email. You should know how to make a new email. You can contact me if you have trouble with that, or come to my Google Meet sessions. This is a breakdown of the meaning of copying and blind copying people. So usually you copy people when you want everybody to know that you copied them. So maybe like if I'm sending an email to another staff member, but I also want the principal to know what we're discussing, I'll copy it to the principal. In your job, you would choose to copy a lot of stuff to your boss. Sometimes it's offensive to see that it's been copied to somebody. Like you're like, well, why does that boss need to know that? Is it like they're trying to tattle on me? So you need to be considerate thinking about, should you copy this person? Is there reason to or not? And a lot of times people feel like they're overloaded by copies. But if you feel like it's information in a conversation that somebody else needs to hear, CCing somebody is usually a good idea. To BCC somebody, the button is not as available. Like when you pull up your new email, you're going to see a to section, a CC section. Where's the BCC section? It's up here. You got to click it. And then that's where you're going to enter cturner1 at mesquiteisd.org. Okay. But BCing somebody is a great thing to do if you're trying to email everybody in a club, but you don't want a long list of emails. You might email it to yourself, then BCC everybody in the club, especially if you don't want them to know each other's emails. Okay, and here's my final example of a breakdown. And I do tell you, the Mesquite High email directory, I have a link here. It's on the Mesquite High website. I noticed I'm not there, so it doesn't look like it's most recently updated. So if you're having trouble reaching your teacher, then let me know. I can look up their email and then send it to you. Okay. So that's the assignment. Now I do have one other thing I'm going to share with you this week. I set up a digital murder mystery that I played with my friends for practice, and I figured out the most efficient way to do it. It takes about an hour and a half to do, and it needs good actors. It needs 12. So I'm going to schedule that, I believe, for Friday at 2. And if you are interested in doing that, you can sign up for a part. If you are an actor and perform well, that part can give you 2 A's. So that would be for past stuff that you haven't gotten to yet, or current stuff. So I'll be posting that later. It's not a required assignment, but it's some fun that I want to have with you. And I can tie in objectives, reading objectives, group work, leadership objectives to that. And if you aren't going to be an actor and you still want to be there to try to solve the crime, that can be a B for 2 grades for you, or it can be 1 grade A if you just want, but you have to be actively participating, like accusing people of the murder and trying to guess. So sorry, I get long on all these, but that is something I'm looking forward to doing with some of you guys. So I'll have the sign up and stuff posted for that later.